Hey everybody, what's going on? At the time of this recording, it's currently quarter after 5 in the morning after St. Patrick's Day, so it's the day after St. Patrick's Day, and I started celebrating, and I quite haven't stopped, so cheers. I think I did that wrong. And for those of you who celebrated St. Patty's Day, I hope you had a safe and happy holiday. I am currently in the midst of working on a few different videos, which does include a follow-up video to my Megan vs. Chucky video that I had made a couple months back. Now that I've actually fucking seen the Megan movie, I can give you a proper analysis of that. As somebody who likes to post videos on YouTube, and I'm sure other more experienced YouTubers can tell you that, you know, while you're working on stuff, you get an idea for a video and you just gotta get it out there, like, you know, so that's what this video is. Earlier in my evening, I had received an email notification from Big Bad Toy Store letting me know that the Mezco 5-point Scooby-Doo playset was now available for pre-order. Now granted, while I'm not a Scooby-Doo fan, well, I don't want to say I'm not a fan, I'm just not fan enough to constitute buying Scooby-Doo action figures. This is a cool set. I mean, seriously, just take a look at this set. This is solidly fucking cool. So if you're involved in the collecting community like I am, naturally, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I gravitate towards videos that talk about the politics of toy collecting, basically bullshit that companies are doing, scalper nonsense, the drama, because we all just love it, right? But sometimes we tend to forget that there are companies doing really cool shit, and I just think that this is one of those things that gets a little overlooked, and I'm just wanted to make a video just to do something to shine a little light on just how cool these Mezco 5-point sets are. Since we're on the topic of adult toy collectors, you know, adult toy collecting, something that was once a closeted hobby, and I myself went through that phase, but now it's more widely accepted, and we have new people who are joining the collecting community every day, and since COVID, that's been a trend. There are more adult toy collectors than there ever have been in the past. And okay, it is now 5:45 in the morning. Yeah, that last little bit you saw was me hearing gunshots and running the fuck away, as any normal person would do. Don't know exactly where they came from. All I know is that they sounded close, too close for comfort, and it gave me a little fright. Anyway, since there are so many new adult collectors joining the community, if you're new and are considering starting collecting, which my greatest advice to that would be is to just simply don't. But if you must, this is a good place to start. Now, some other collectors might say, why? You know, the figures that come with these sets might seem a little downgraded from your traditional action figures that you see on the market today. And while I will not disagree with that, you gotta look at everything this entails. For what these are, they are pretty detailed, decently sculpted, and painted figures. Even though it was the Scooby-Doo set that brought my attention to this, I'm actually going to be talking more about the 1960s Adam West Batman playset, because I think this is the best example to showcase the point I'm getting at here. For its asking price, this Batman set is pretty awesome. You get the playset itself, and yes, it's mostly cardboard. Actually, we'll get back to that later. Let's talk about the figures it comes with, okay? You get Batman, Robin, Alfred, 4 of the main villains, all of them with alternate heads, accessories that are specific for each character, and again, the sculpts on these are actually pretty good. The paint details are pretty good. The only thing they lack is the scale of being 6 inches and the articulation, but they're still solid looking figures. Just like how the Scooby-Doo set comes with the Mystery Machine, this set comes with a Batmobile. They come with vehicles. No further explanation needed. Now, as I mentioned, the playset part itself is mostly cardboard. Yes, you do get the poles, respectively, that Batman and Robin slide down to get to the Batcave, and that's a very cool addition. And I love how the outside looks like Wayne Manor, but you're mostly, let's be honest, going to be displaying this from the inside, showing the Batcave. And for what this is, I mean, this is pretty spectacular. Looks like the more money you spend, the more you get, because the Scooby-Doo set appears to have what looks like a plastic playset. And if you're spending a little less and you're not too concerned about character potential, there's also this monster set, which is really cool. Now, granted, this might not be everybody's cup of tea as to what the Universal monsters should look like, but it's a cool interpretation nonetheless, and it's a cool starter set. And that's why I say new collectors should actually look into these, because this is a nice way to start off a collection where you could have a multitude of figures, characters that people are familiar with. And if you're new to collecting, chances are you actually have the fucking display room to show something like this off. So what's holding me back from investing in any of these Mezco sets is the fact that I just currently do not have any room, and that chances are I might actually have some figures from these lines. And I am one of those that in my collecting practices believe that if you're going to pick a poison, stick with it. Okay, for me personally, it just doesn't work to collect multiple lines of the same characters. Unless if I was only interested in one franchise and one franchise alone, then yes, maybe that could fly. But since I like multiple things, that doesn't necessarily work for me. I think if I were somebody new to the collecting game and wanted to start, this would be a solid place to start. Yeah, you're foregoing articulation, but you're getting a very impressive display. So now that my nerves are calmed down a bit, I'm going to go ahead and watch something funny. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, you know what to do.